Oh, hey guys. Hey. Gotcha. The artist, hey. Karen, hello. Claudia, hi. Artemis, book finally arrived. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoy it. John, hey. Through the Lands, hi. Rebecca, hello. Veronica, hi. Justin, morning. It's 9:44 a.m. on Thursday, June 6 in Australia. And what are you guys up to? Me, not much. W, thank you, W. Love your channel. Thank you for all the help you provide. I appreciate that. Thank you, W. Savvy, yes, yay, you caught alive. Kacha, you got your official diagnosis a couple of weeks ago. Congratulations, that's amazing. Thank you, Justin. I thought you were excited, Savvy. I didn't know your caps lock was locked. I thought you were excited. Justin's eating dinner in Tennessee. John, you've got an awesome job now. You work by yourself all the time and can be by yourself, and dog is there all day. Perfect. Savvy, it's 6:45 p.m. in Chicago. How is Chicago, my friend? It's been, actually, that's so funny you mentioned you're in Chicago. It's literally this week, like today, where I arrived in Chicago last year to be on the PBS show, and we recorded it on the Friday. So I guess in Chicago time, that's not tomorrow, but the next day. So literally today is the day. Oh, actually, I think I arrived on the Wednesday, which is today. Yeah, today. So it's Wednesday in Chicago. Today is the day that I arrived in Chicago this time last year to prepare for that PBS interview with Whitney Reynolds. And man, just thinking about it makes me excited, thinking about me just walking around beautiful, kind of warm, sunny, summery Chicago. And I did those 2 videos where I basically went to all like the things I thought were cool and just made up stories about them that weren't true. Yeah. Man, that was a year ago today. That was so cool. I love that so much. Savvy is in Chicago. Thank you for reminding me about that. That reminded me of a great memory. Claudia, prepping art materials for summer camps. And I'm keeping you company. Well, I'm glad I'm keeping you company, prepping art materials for summer camps. You know, that's not a thing really in Australia. It's really interesting. It's not an Australian thing. So our summer obviously is over December and January and February, and December and January is no school. February is school. But yeah, the idea of summer camps, I've never really experienced it or known much about it. It's not an Australian thing. It's really fascinating. I wish I could get rid of my kids for periods of time over the summer break. That would be amazing. Presumably you don't have to go with them. The kids get to go by themselves. That would be amazing. But no, that's not my experience. I'd like to send my kids to Camp Granada. It sounds like a really positive experience from that song. Hello, Mother. Hello, you know that song, Camp Granada? Here I am. Veronica, an advocate. Well, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for being here. Visible friend, hi. Hope you're well. Not really. Our whole family have been sick for the last about 2 or 3 weeks, and every time we get better, one of the kids gets us sick again. All this viral crap. See, in Australia, it's the start of winter. So everyone's sick, like, honestly. It's been a very unproductive couple of weeks. That's why one of the reasons why I didn't get a video out on Monday, so this week. So you hope I'm well, and I appreciate that. I'm not, nor my family. Isabella sacrificing sleep to be here. That's amazing. Sarah, you want me to send some Aussie sun to the UK? So it's summer there too, because you're in the Northern Hemisphere and we're in winter, and you're freezing. How weird. That is weird. So it's winter here in Australia. Let's see. Oh my God. Yeah, there's lots of sun. There's lots of blue sky and sun. It's hard to find. I can't do the camera angle here, I'm sorry. It's winter. There's barely a cloud in the sky, blue sky and sunshine in Aussie winter. Yeah, it's a horrible place to be. Well, Savvy, I mean, you're talking about your siblings living in like the city of Chicago, but you more living in the like the burbs. It's all the same, my friend. It's all still that cool place that I remember this time last year. Just give me a second to catch up. Spicy Autistic, hi Spicy. Sorry, I'm very behind the chat here. Buckaroo, hi. Greetings from the Eastern US from Barbara. Hi, Barbara. November Mum from New Zealand, who are a couple of hours ahead, I'm pretty sure. So it's almost midday. Universal Laws in Las Vegas, 448. Claudia, yes, you remember that song, Camp Granada, that funny song? There's no Camp Granada in Australia, Spicy. I'm just making a joke about there's a song. Okay, there's an old, really old, funny song about a kid sending a letter to his parents. He's gone to a summer camp in America. So I'm just making a joke. November Mum remembers the song. Mad Hatter from the US, first time here. Great to be here. Great to have you here, my friend. Savvy, if you're wondering what the pleasure dome is, it's not. There's no pleasure dome. It's like an ironic title, given that really I'm in hell at the moment with feeling yuck and the family feeling yuck and having very little time. But I do believe Welcome to the Pleasure Dome was used. I feel like it was used by a band. It might have been the Pet Shop Boys or a band at some point as an album or a song. I can't remember. Or a lyric. Anyway, I'm being ironic. I'm taking a long time to catch up. Visible, thank you for sending positive vibes when I was saying the family is going bad. Yeah, Isabella, it is annoying when your families get viruses from school all the time, 100%. Tales from the spectrum. I was sick first, worse and longest. I never get sick anymore. Microdosing with food grade, blah, blah. Okay, cool. I don't know what that means. Kayla, hello tomorrow. That's where I am in the future. Seems like it's quite warm where a lot of people are, like spicy, 100 plus. I always get the conversions weird. What is 100 Fahrenheit in Celsius? Do you know what that is? Is that like 40 or 30 or? I don't know what it is, I'm asking. Savvy, I truly appreciate how real you are, like when you get mad and say what all of us want to say in frustration. Thank you, Heidi. Hi, Heidi. Brian, hello. Joseph, Adam. Adam, g'day from Oz. James, g'day James. You finally got the lawn mowed. Courtney, hello. Let me try and catch up here. Lots of Heidi and Kayla having some fun with the song I was talking about. Tales from the Spectrum. Why are 85% of the guided sleep meditation videos on YouTube Aussies? That's a great question. I didn't know. I don't use them. I didn't know that was the case. Is that a fact? Are you sure? Or are you mistaking like a British accent for an Australian accent? But if it is an Aussie one, well, that's really interesting. I think one of the apps is like an Australian-based app, but you might be mistaking, potentially, I'm not saying you are, British for an Australian, but Frankie Goes to Hollywood. You got it. Sarah, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, not the Pet Shop Boys. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. That's the reference, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, where it comes from. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, you may remember, they have a few songs. Probably the biggest one was Relax. Which for copyright reasons, you'll have to look up yourself. Yes. Ashley Renee, autistic mum, our family is yuck today too on the other side of the world. Yeah, I don't think it makes it a worldwide pandemic, but it definitely is one of those periods of time. This time of year seems to be that time, yeah. Corey, I think it's Corey or Corey. Hi, Orion, greetings from Washington State. So the news has been saying the East Coast, presumably you mean America, US, sorry, is going to be soon infested by flying spiders. Yikes, does Australia have those? Well, for the most part, all spiders fly. That's how they get around. They don't necessarily fly like Superman, but they all fly via their webs and the wind. That's how spiders move around. They use the wind and the conditions. So technically, technically actually that's not true. Ground dwelling spiders don't clear, but technically most spiders, apart from your big boys, your tarantulas and your huntsmans and that kind of stuff, get around via flight. Have you ever been walking around outside in the open or whatever, and like a spider web, like isn't attached to anything, hits you in the face? Yeah, you just got hit in the face by a flying spider, basically. But that happens in Australia. In Australia, sometime of the year, it's like, trees or shrubs or fences or things can look like, cotton candy, fairy floss, just like wrapped. So, but yeah. Heidi, I love your book. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Tales from the Spectrum, thank you. So 100 degrees Fahrenheit in America is about 38 degrees Celsius. Okay, well, that's nothing. That's not hot. What are you complaining about, Spicy? What is your problem, dude? Toughen up, mate. Come to Australia, champ. 37 degrees? Good grief. I wouldn't put the aircon on at 37 degrees. I'm joking. Chill out. It's not that hot, though. When it gets over 40, then it's hot. Anything under 40 is manageable, I reckon. Barb, happy Wednesday, Thursday. Karen, what is the school year in Australia? It's a calendar year, Karen. The school year in Australia is early Feb to early December. So it's a calendar year, because our summer is December, January, February. So because of that, we can do a calendar year. So you complete a grade of, grade 1, grade 2, whatever you want to call it, in a calendar year. Every year you start afresh, a new grade. And you end the year with summer, start the year with summer, kind of thing. Just thank you, Sarah, for your awesome autistic talent of remembering Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I was asking before about this summer camp thing. Is a summer camp thing purely like an American or North American thing? It's not my memory that it's something that happens widely in Australia. And how does it actually work? So you actually get to just dump your kids for what, a day, a week, a month? That's incredible. In Australia, I think we call that parental abuse, but yeah. James, love the live with you, Claire, Jen, and Taylor. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Safe, hello from Dubai. Thank you for being here. Vinny, hey from Florida. Tales from the Spectrum. Oh, you loved that, the 4-way video we did too? Awesome. Yeah, it was a good natural talk. I agree. I really enjoyed it too. I haven't talked to any of them since. They've all banned me now. They won't talk. It's not true. Are any of them here? Is Taylor, Claire, or Jen here? Don't think so. Spicy Autistic, an interesting question about EDMR. I have no idea. Aussie, 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 my friend. Oi, oi, oi. So after my conversation about how, for the most part, most spiders fly, how they get around, technically in the wind, it looks like a lot of people are now horrified by the idea of, don't worry, they're not technically spiders with wings, they just use their webs and the wind to kind of get around from bit to bit. Ashley's talked about EMDR. Spicy, you may want to look into a dyslexic diagnosis as well. EDMR, EMDR, whatever it bloody is, electromagnetic or something. I've had a conversation with this about this too with another content creator, Yo Samdy Sam. So Sam experienced this therapy and thought it was fantastic, but everyone's different. Every time I go to look at it, it just jumps up on me. So sorry about this, guys. It's trying to catch up here. Where was I? Wow. Oh, Whitney's here. Hi, Whitney. If you're still here, hi, Whitney. Great to see you. I believe it's summer school holidays now for most people. Are all kids off? Because that would be horrible. I'm joking. Jan, hi Jan. We're up to Mark. Hello. Brenda. I think you're speaking Spanish. Enyu, I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. ENYEWU, hi. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Can we talk about how people love on the spectrum? You don't mean the show? If you mean just in general terms, there's some great videos on neurodiverse relationships on my channel you should check out. And a great topic for the people in the chat to talk about too, how people like to navigate relationships on the spectrum. I mean, it's not really a question I can answer because it's how do you love on the spectrum? It's all how do you love? I mean, it's, you know, it's obviously a relationship, so it's tricky. I've got some great content where I've talked to like my neurotypical wife and that kind of stuff you should check out. And people in the comments should definitely try to help you as well. I think that would be amazing. I'm still trying to catch up. I apologize. There's no way I'm going to Chicago when it's winter, that's for sure. Minus 40 Fahrenheit. So minus 20, I guess, Celsius-ish. No, hang on. Is that right? No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. If 100 is 40, it's not that cold. Anyway, it doesn't sound very nice to me. Basil, the summer in Perth really got you? Well, if you mean Perth, WA, Australia, I've lived in Perth for 6 years, and the heat in WA is next level. It's desert heat. So like the Nullarbor Plain, there's like, you know, there's basically the dry desert heat just whips up and goes across WA. And in Perth, when it's warm, it's like you could get up in the morning, have a shower, get dressed, and before you've closed your car door, you're dripping in sweat. Like, why did I shower? It's intense. But it's a good place to live in winter. You know, you can get around in winter in pretty summery clothes. So, Mike, I was able to put no shrimps on the barbie today. In the history of the world, an Australian has never put shrimps on a barbie. You're going to summer camp in 4 days. Is it Sponge or 5 Ponge 3? I'm sorry, I'm very bad at this. One time at band camp, November Mum. Yeah, New Zealand and Australia have the calendar school year. Oh, that's another great question. Australia has 4 terms. So instead of like 2 semesters, Australia has start the year, term 1. And then you have like Easter break. And then term 2, and like winter break. Term 3, spring break. Term 4, end of the year, summer break. Is that not a thing in other places? Jenna, that's the core advantage of the end of the year in Australia. Warm. In other words, you know, you finish, if you're not at school, but you're in the real world and you like to have a holiday at the end of the year, right? It's warm, it's nice, you know, but I don't know, maybe you don't like the idea of Christmas when it's warm. Sarah, no summer camp in the UK, just annoyed parents and moaning kids. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. Skylight Fox 27, hey, from the UK. Hold, please. Comment skipped on me. Hold, please. I'm so far behind. Foster's is Australian for beer? No, it's not. We speak English. We speak English. It's the same language. It's spoken in other English-speaking countries. So beer, the word for beer in English is beer. No one drinks Foster's in Australia. I don't even know what it tastes like. I've never tasted it. Is Bud or Coors, is that the American word for beer? Ashley Renee, Autistic Mum, got a great question for you guys too. About being late diagnosed and if you tell people or not. Great question to share in the comments as part of our awesome community. Neuro Spicy Sherry, concept of human connection frequencies that you discussed in the 4-way video. Oh, that was the thing I talked about. Constructive interference. We're talking about physics now, not like, this is not made up, this is physics, this is science. Justin, you have summer schools for 2 or more weeks. Wow. Oh, were they asking if I speak Spanish? Were they? Let's see. What did I learn from Dora? Not much. All I learned from Dora was to do, if someone, you know, takes something off you, you just have to go, oh man. Yeah. Heidi, I don't know. You're asking about being in timeout. I'm sorry, Heidi. I don't know what got you a message of being in timeout, away or in timeout. I just rely on the awesome Whitney and Spicy Autistic, who have the little blue things just to keep the conversation on track. Could have been a mistake. Could have been a misinterpretation. Either way, it's great to have you here. I'm glad you're here and appreciating the conversation. There's a second person asking me why they were timed out. They just said, "How are you going?" That makes no sense to me. I don't know. I can't answer that question. I'm sorry, guys. I trust Whitney and Spicy, so either someone else is doing it, or there's been mistakes, or something's going wrong. I don't believe anyone would get timed out for just saying, "How are you going?" I don't think that's true. But I apologise if something's gone wrong there. Again, I know people were mentioning before shrimps on the barbie. I know shrimps are prawn. I know you call shrimps prawns or whatever you want to call them. And I love prawns. Prawns are fantastic. Is it common for Australians to barbecue prawns? No. No. Is it even remotely likely? Not in my experience. What do we barbecue? We barbecue snags, right? Snags. Hello? Can you hear me now? Sausages. Meat. Like, stuff. Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I enjoy your content and your voice. Oh, thank you. I wish the US would catch up with diagnosing adults. I believe you. I'm sorry to hear that's your experience, but thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate it. I'm still trying to catch up. It's done it again. You guys take your time to catch up while I catch up. I'm just reading it off a computer screen to the left of me because it's just easier just to stay on track. And I'm so far behind. It's crazy how far behind I am. So it's not even, what I say is not even relevant. Hot and humid in South Florida from Elfie. Jennifer number 1, hi. Brittany, why no summer camps in the summer for kids in the UK? I don't know, Brittany, it's a great question. The UK is the United Kingdom, which is obviously England and I believe Scotland, potentially Wales, Northern Ireland. I don't know what it all is. But anyway, I'm in Australia. I'm in the Southern Hemisphere. I'm nowhere near really anything. Why aren't there summer camps in Australia, for example? I don't know. My question is, why are there summer camps in America or North America? That's my question. Why? In Australia, what we do a thing called parenting. It's a new thing where we, when we give birth to children that are ours, we label them as our responsibility rather than accessories. And we do this thing called taking responsibility for them, where we are like almost legally obliged to treat them nicely and look after them. It's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so like when they're off school, we have to do this thing called like look after them and be their parent. Oh, it's a strange place. What a time to be alive. Yeah, so in Australia, we do have this weird mentality, this weird kind of culture of caring for our own kids, not shipping them off to perfect strangers while paying money for someone else to do our job for us. We can not pretend we're not parents. Nicole, it was supposed to be about 90 degrees in Massachusetts. It didn't feel like that. Buckaroo, I've never been to summer camp. I wonder if it would have helped me socially. Interesting question. Random person, haven't told anyone about my diagnosis, but it's only been 3 weeks. It's a good question to keep asking, guys. You know, if you were diagnosed late, who did you tell, and you know, why haven't you told people? Nicole said beer makes men look pregnant. I think I'm expecting twins. I don't speak Portuguese either. I'm presuming I'm getting asked that question as well. 6 cents, Amelia, kia ora. Splashy, why is the stream title like that? Because that's the way I wrote it. Hold, please. Reading the comments. Damn it, I did it again. I was getting so good at streaming it and it just like jumped on me. What is a snag? Someone's asking a snag. It's a sausage. Yeah, Courtney's right. The whole shrimp on a Barbie thing was devised by, Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan. And he's a very smart man. It was devised as a marketing campaign, right? It became very famous. It helped Americans discover Australia as a holiday destination. So nothing about that campaign was bad. It just isn't true. But that doesn't mean it's been a bad campaign. Since when has advertising campaigns been based on the truth? Last time I checked, when I had a Red Bull, I did not get wings. Daniel says Vegemite's god awful. You know what's god awful, Daniel? Okay, I'm not going to say. Vegemite's delicious, man. It's delicious. You know what's god awful? No, I'm not going to say. Tales from the Spectrum. I love that. I love that comment. It's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew. So, what a reference. You just keep going. And by the way, is it Lieutenant Dan? If you are very far behind, welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It's an ironic reference. It means nothing, like every single live stream I've ever done. DJ, that's funny. DJ Khalid, alt account. Second time applying for a job, practicing and not getting it, losing my mind. Understand. Is Marmite like Vegemite? Heidi, Marmite and Vegemite are very similar. They are very similar. Promite, Marmite, Vegemite, they're all very similar in the taste and the makeup. But I think Vegemite is still uniquely different in the taste, but they are very similar. I like Marmite too. Thea didn't enjoy the snags when she visited Australia. Said, not sure if they're indicative of Aussie snags. Look, I think everyone's snag is different, and in the end, there's a lot of issues, right? I mean, it's what you do with the snag, really. In the end, it's what you do with your snag that matters. So to judge one snag and say, well, all Australians have bad snags, I'm not sure that's fair. It is important to understand it's really what you do with your snag that matters. How you cook it, how you turn it, how you touch it. Do you let it release any built up oil or tension? Do you keep the skin on? Do you use sauce? Do you make a sandwich out of it? Do you have a snag sandwich or on a laying just flat down on a plate? Oh man, yeah. Tales from the Spectrum telling me to catch up, skip the comments and catch up. So how long did it take me to do that? Isaac, this stream's about exactly what you think it's about, my friend, and thank you for asking. Spicy, so tempted to withdraw from school. I get it. Trying to get your bachelor's. Students making it hard for you. I get it. Going to uni, going to college, whatever you call it, it's crazy hard for autistic people. Crazy hard. And the thing is that you got to weigh up. Well, you're already in debt, right? So far in your degree. So should you just finish your degree? And like, what's the degree for? How will it help you in life? And there are a lot of things to factor in. I mean, the bottom line is, if you've already acquired a debt, it won't wipe away because you stay or leave. It's already there. And then it's like, so what's the additional cost of finishing it? Is the additional cost of finishing it on top of that debt, it's going to make the debt more because it goes longer. Is that worth it? Or is that just delaying the inevitable and getting additional cost debt? It's this horrible situation. I totally get it. I'm not skipping any comments to catch up. That's the main reason, because I want people to know that I'm at least looking or trying to read them. Green Rock. Yeah, I was put into summer camps in the USA. I felt like I was being put in them every year so my parents could get a vacation from me. Well, yeah, they got a vacation from me when you were at school. That's the thing. I don't get it. Anyway, good for you. Everyone's different, parents. And a few people are saying about the summer camp. Sorry, I'm taking time to catch up, but this way I'm respectful of everyone's comments, that it's because summer break is 3 months long. I get it, but if my son finishes school in like the first week of December and goes back to school in the first week of Feb, that is only about a month, just under a month less. Like that's still, easily 2 months. So it is a month less, but it's not like it's significantly less. So it's still an interesting conversation. Like, we have our kids home at 2 months. But what you've got to keep in mind is in Australia, we have 4 terms. So they start the school year, then they get about 2 or 3 weeks off for Easter. Then they have term 2. Then they have another 3 weeks off in winter. Then they have term 3. Then they have like another 2 weeks off for spring. Then they have term 4, end of the year, 2 months off. So we're talking 2 months plus, 5 and 8 and 10. So that's a lot. That's a lot. That's what is that? Basically, between 2 and 3 months extra. So we're basically talking, 4 months, 4 to 5 months a year where Australian kids aren't in school. If you add up, 2 weeks here, 3 weeks here, 3 weeks here, 2 weeks here, 2 months here. Presumably you're saying you have 3 months off at summer, plus you have more breaks in the year that go for more than days. I'm assuming that's the case, but from our point of view, like we add it up, we're talking about like 5 months a year, 4 to 5 months a year where our kids aren't in school. And the most stretch would be 2 months in one go, but still like 3 weeks, 2 months. Anyway, so this is a weird conversation. I'm so far behind. Keeping in mind, guys, pretty much everything I say in this chat is me being sarcastic, and just trying to make trouble. Although I'm being sarcastic and trying to make trouble, it doesn't mean that it's not truthful or I believe it, but I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to offend anyone. Me, Jay, at 1:20 a.m. in the UK. Doing my best to catch up here. How long until you told people you were diagnosed, Orion? Me, Jay. It was like a evolving thing. I mean, some people straight away, and others as time went on. I think you really got to take it organically. Like, it's weird if you just blurt it out. It's more something that's good to share, when the time feels right for each individual person or thing, I think. But when you start a podcast or a YouTube channel based on your diagnosis and to help your son, you've kind of let the cat out of the bag. Amber, so you've got pretty bad holiday leave in the US by the sounds of it. I'm sorry to hear that. That is clearly another issue. If you have 3 months off, if your kids are off for 3 months and you only get like 1 or 2 weeks paid holidays a year, that's clearly problematic. But to put it in perspective, for at least in Australia, for most regular everyday working mums and dads, you'll be hard pressed to find someone who's going to get more than up to 4 weeks paid a year. That's clearly more than a week, but between 2 to 4. What if you're part-time? It's might be 2. What if you're casual? It's none. So yeah, there's different situations. There's no question that for all the hype of America as a leading nation, that it's at the absolute bottom of the heap with regards to like how it treats its own people. If you it's just you're paying people what, $9 an hour as a minimum wage or something. It's probably $23 an hour in Australia as a minimum wage. We don't do tips, of course. and you probably get, 4 weeks paid leave a year. That's more than a week. But then remember, I just said my kid is probably home between 4 and 5 months a year. That's not 4 weeks. So it's a struggle for all families. There's no question about that. Groovy Lisa, hi. So sorry I'm catching up. Alec from Nowhere, maybe. I'm glad and thankful for the awareness you brought. Thank you. Have I caught up? Christine, hi Orion. My name's, well, I said Christine, and that's clearly not your name. Your name's, I can't say that, Awyn. Awyn. I'm autistic female living in the United States, been diagnosed as a young kid in adulthood. You've been such a blessing. Thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I love you, Christine. Thank you. You look like someone who has knowledge about the future, Drew. RB. Who's winning the cricket? Go the Black Caps. Well, if you're referring to the T20 World Cup, the T20 World Cup is a cricket tournament. There's different types of tournaments. So you've got Test cricket, which is like a 5-day match. The teams bat twice. Then you got one-day cricket, which is each team bats for a maximum of 50 overs. And then you've got T20, which is each team bats for a maximum of 20 overs. And the World Cup for the T20, I believe, has just started. Is it in the Windies? Is it? I'm just trying to work out where it is. Anyway, I think it started, but I'm not too sure how it's going and who's playing yet. But yes, that's the question to that. If the Black Caps, this is New Zealand's T20 team, if they do well, if they do well, at least you can be rest assured that when it gets to the pointy end of the tournament, they'll choke. Just being rude now. I honestly can't catch up with these now. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. So I'm sorry if I've missed comments and stuff. It's just, I'm doing my best. Introvert on the spectrum. Haven't told many people of my diagnosis because I feel that people will view me differently. Absolutely, and that's definitely a feeling people have. I totally dig that. I like that 6 cents. 4x, because we can't spell beer in Australia. Well, thank you for sharing your experience, Adam. That's really good about telling people. Brenda B, hello. Jeremiah, welcome to my inner circle. It is fantastic to have you here. Sound beast. Yeah, telling your parents and they acted strangely to you. Very common. I'll get back to that in a sec. All the pills. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sending that super thanks for my snag joke. You're not sure if many people got it, but you got it, and that's all that matters. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, mate. That's very nice of you. Parents are going to act strangely when you're late diagnosed, because it comes across, there's a few things. There's guilt, there's shame, there's, well, is it my fault? What did I do wrong? What did I miss? Are you blaming me? Did I give it to you? What, did I do something wrong? Did I parent you badly? These are all natural reactions, I think. I think you can almost exclusively rely on the people closest to you to take it the worst, in my experience. You got to look at it from their point of view, why they're thinking that. That's usually the reason. It's about them. KTA, congrats on getting that diagnosis. Laura, any advice if you think your husband's on the spectrum but doesn't want to get tested? Well, I put a video out from our conversation, the four-way conversation, me, Claire, Taylor, and Jen. We actually answered that question. It's a 4-minute video from the full hour length chat on the channel. So you should go and check that video out. It's it was put out yesterday or something. And I think it might even be called how to tell someone you think they're autistic. I guess I'm saying it because I can't remember the exact answers, but they're great answers from all three amazing, incredible women about that exact question. Doing my best to catch up on these comments. You appreciate my insistence and thoughtfulness in the act of diligently making my way through all the wacky comments. Thank you. By the way, don't you think it's good? It's ironic that you're watching a live stream and you're commenting, and 5 minutes later I'm responding or getting up to that comment. Isn't that a perfect insight into the processing power of an autistic brain? I think it is. Anyway. Me, Jay, have I ever had a roast dinner? Is that a thing in Australia? Absolutely it is. 100%. I like roast meats and gravy and roast potatoes, but if they're crunchy on the outside. I don't like the squishy stuff like cooked carrots and pumpkin. I'd rather them raw, not pumpkin, but the potato's got to be crispy on the outside. Man, I'm really far behind. I'm really far behind. Oh, Whitney, that's cool with you about your son, the extra half days. That's fantastic. Madam Nordica, hi, how's my day? It's okay. Hi, living in the grey area. Well, there's some really intense comments and conversations that I haven't even got to. I'm just getting through going, wow, my brain can't. I was thinking about one topic and my brain's skipping to the next thing, trying to catch up to your comments, guys. It's crazy, man. I hope you're talking amongst yourselves. Please at their name and answer questions I miss, because yeah, this is quite tricky. Did it again. Oh, it's flicked up on me again. So close. I thought I was there, but I'm not. I got no chance. Guys. I'm sorry. I don't even know where I was and where I am. Hey, when the inner circle thing, that's just like my channel membership. Some people come in and they like to get a channel membership, but you don't have to. It's not anything you need to worry about. It's just something some people like to do. That's the inner circle. But just having you here is all I need. Just having you here in the chat and being a part of the channel, you are part of my stars of Orion. So it's great to have you here. My constellation of stars, my friend. It's got to the point now where I'm so far behind, it's hard to even get my head around what we're talking about. What are we talking about? I'm sorry if there's a sound issue. I think some people are saying they think the sound's a bit weird. I don't know what's going on there. It's just the internet, probably. I'm sorry. General G, yes, thank you. I am still. Oh, that's trucking along. Thank you. Suzanne from the UK, hi. Creating with Amy, hi Amy. Autistic Jenny's here. Hi, Autistic Jenny. I'm sorry if I missed you before, but I've just caught up. God. I missed the topic. I'm late again. No, there's Autistic Jenny. This is, you realize you've come to Orion's live chat. Remember, there's no, yeah, if you were looking for like structure or even value for money, which is nothing, by the way, you've come to the wrong place. Brenda B, oh, thank you. Enjoy your chats. Don't get overwhelmed by the comments. We get it. Thank you. That was the last comment, and I've got to flick back up because I wasn't up to that. Whitney says sound and video is fine for her. So if that's the case, then if the people that are complaining about it, get stuffed. Spicy Autistic. No, I hear you perfectly. Okay then. Double. Get stuffed, mate. Work out your own sound. Yeah. Trays from Queensland, Australia. Hi. The chat keeps freezing on you, does it, Spicy? It's probably because there's like 150 people in here or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm yapping about. Yeah, Soundbeast is in Texas. Soundbeast is in Houston. Trust me, if Soundbeast can hear us, no one should have any issues. Because if we had any issues, Soundbeast would have to say, Houston, we have a problem. Which, in fact, was never said, by the way. The whole Apollo 13 script is wrong. The actual audio never said, Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. They never said. It just wasn't said like that. That's not what was said. What was said, Orion? I don't know. Not that. No, truth. Look it up. I'm not joking. Look it up. Yeah, see, vegans in Missouri, they can hear me loud and clear. Autistic Jenny, you got to go to the Space and Rocket Center a couple of weeks ago. Damn you. Jerry off to bed. Thank you. Forwarded some videos to your mum. She finally gets it. I'm grateful to hear that, my friend. Yeah, Soundbeast has all sorts of problems, but not sound. Houston, I have all sorts of problems. I just made myself laugh in a really uncool way. Yeah, Sarah, you're right. You're right, Sarah. It was more like we've had a problem, 100%. Justin, Space Center will be super awesome. I agree. Blake, Houston, we have a list of problems. Like that's awesome. Eli, let's stop for early lunch. Some of us are having problems. That's what they said. See, Wendy can hear me in Michigan, so. Houston, that's a good one. Houston, we have licorice all sorts. Would you like some? That's one of my favorite things to say when I'm in real trouble. I go, I'm in licorice all sorts here. You guys get the reference? I mean, in Australia, it's like a Darrelly confectionery. It's like bloody flavoured licorice. It's bloody delicious. I love saying that. That's a very Aussie thing to say. Maybe it isn't, but I always say that. Oh man, I am in legit licorice all sorts here. Yeah, spicy. Don't like licorice. Do you mean you don't like the stock standard licorice? Like what is it called? Would you is it like black? It's like tarry, blacky, like yeah. I'm talking about licorice that is flavored, that's like tastes like apple or strawberry or orange, or like it's delicious, but it doesn't mean you have to like it. Agree. Yeah, see, some people don't like the black stuff, the original taste. It's kind of like aniseed, isn't it? Or what does it taste like, Orion? Licorice. But yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Heidi, about that reference in the book. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the book. Okay. Lady Phoenix. Hi. Apple licorice is cool. Yeah, I get it. I love it. Yeah. Thea, you like the Pleasure Dome? Justin, what's the best place to buy the book for delivery to the USA? If you're talking about my book, Autism, Fields and Earthlings Guide, if only there was a picture of it. If only I could find a picture of it. Yeah. So you can get it on Amazon worldwide. So whether you're in the UK or Europe or America or Canada or New Zealand or Australia, you could buy it off Amazon. And obviously, if you have like membership or subscriptions, it's delivered to you pretty quickly and all that kind of stuff. So you can certainly do like that way. And a lot of people get it on Amazon, and that's fine. That's great. I just want you to get your hands on the book. Some people buy a copy of me for a limited time because they want me to sign it. So you can buy a book off me, off my website. I personally sign it and post it to you. But that's you don't have to do that. And that would probably take longer, because if you buy it off Amazon, you're going to buy it off Amazon in your area, right? It's going to extend you pretty quick. In saying that, though, to be clear, there was only and will only ever be 500 signed books that I'm sending. And we're getting down to like, there's about 40 or 50 books, maybe a bit more, maybe between 40 and 60 books left total. So that's a limited edition of under 500 books for perpetuity. I will never buy more books to sign. I just won't. So if you do want to get a book from me that I sign in the book for you, and be one of under 500 people, I say under because I gave some away to under 500 people on the planet that ever have it, then you can get it off my website soonish, before the last 50 or 60 go. orionkelly.com.au. But frankly, I don't really care where you buy it from, as long as you get your hands on it and enjoy it. Okay. Ashley, you want to hear about my experience writing and publishing? Yeah, well, I could probably give you that, but it's bloody hard. Now, Tusk 18A1, did you know Australia broadcasted the moon landing from a small spot just near Canberra called Honeysuckle Creek. Love all the things you do. Thank you very much. I really appreciate not only your comment, but your support. Thank you for the super chat. It's very nice of you to bring that. It's an awesome fact, but thank you so much for saying you love what we do. It's great to have you here and be a part of the community. People will be surprised how many space-based transmissions have come via Australia because of our positioning. It's quite, it's quite in depth, actually, the history. Sarah, center of attention, wedding day stuff. Yeah, totally. Totally have the same experience. For me, the wedding day stuff was really uncomfortable. Not in a bad way, because I wasn't shackled or anything, or under dress, or. But yeah, I hate the idea of you're like the photos getting taken outside and things, and people walking by, and the whole thing's just off-putting. I totally Anyway. We're going for over an hour. I think I need to wind this up and get going. Trey's, I keep forgetting to say hi back. Okay, so I'm going to let everyone go to get a good night's sleep or a good rest or have a great day. We've been going for 77 minutes. That's a lot of time, and I really appreciate every single person that came here and commented. All the pills, how far away is the audiobook, Orion? I feel like you're taunting me now. Are you taunting me? Yeah. It's a long way away. How long is a piece of string? The exact length of the string is the answer. Anyway, hopefully the family's feeling better soon. I am going to put a unmasked, unedited, unwatchable video out for you on Monday, because this week's been pretty intense. But I do appreciate everyone being here and chatting and hanging out and putting up with my crap. It's great to see you all, guys, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great end of the week. A year after I was in Chicago for my book interview, so time to be alive. So thank you guys for being here. It was great to see you all. Oh, sorry, Justin, yeah, unhinged as well. Unmasked, unedited, unwatchable, unhinged. It's coming out. Yeah, another unhinged, my friends. It's coming out, I promise. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you guys are the best. It's been great hanging out with you guys and talking. I'm letting you say goodbye to everyone. I'm just reading your goodbyes. In fact, people watching has gone up since I said I'm going and waved. So I say I'm going and I wave, and the people watching goes up. That's an issue for me. Oh, no one watches until he says he's going. Welcome, Justin. Thank you for being in the inner circle. Love you guys. Thanks for your support. I'm out. Bye. Thanks, Whitney. Thanks, Spicy, for helping me with the mods. And thank you guys for being amazing. My book is not on Audible. There is no audio book. You got to stop asking me. I'll have a nervous breakdown. I will go to hell and I will die. I made myself laugh again. All right, bye. Bye. See ya. I swear I'm going. Bye, guys.